Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In last week's video, we started this stairway makeover. We painted all of the walls and installed a new light fixture. And this week, we are going to start another big project. These walls right here are going. Okay, so I'm standing at the front door right now, and from the second I walked into this house and saw these stairs, I thought, wouldn't it be super cool if this right here were metal railing and you could see straight through it into the living room? So that's the plan. We're gonna add a handrail and some metal balusters, but first, these walls have to come down. I'm starting off here by just scoring or cutting the caulk that's holding this trim on. I'm not sure which of these boards I'm going to use later on in the project, so I'm trying to take them off kind of gently so I don't break any of them. So yeah, the first step is to score the caulk, and then I'm just going to gently pry off the boards, these side pieces and also the two top pieces. So I'm actually only taking out the top half of this wall, not the bottom half. So I am using my level to get a mark on the side right here where the wall that I want to keep ends. And then I'm just going in with this oscillating tool to cut the drywall. So when I pull it off, it'll be a nice clean line without damaging the drywall that I actually do want to keep. For this next part of the project, I had to call in some reinforcements. My kids were so excited to be able to hit and kick this drywall and not get in trouble. They kept asking me, "Are you to that part yet? Are you to that part yet?" So because they really wanted to be able to take the drywall out, because we watch people do this on TV all the time, and they really wanted to try it. So on the inside wall of the stairs, I was able to follow the angle of the board that was already there, but to get the slope of the stairs on the outside, I just took my oscillating tool and poked holes through the drywall from the inside, and then I'm using this long level to kind of connect those holes, and then just cutting along that line to get kind of a rough estimate of exactly how the stairs slope. Look how open that is now. I can see all the way to the living room. And it makes this room right here get a lot more light, even though it's a super overcast day. I can still see how much that's gonna open up the house. What I wanna work on today is getting these handrails cut down. I need to cut them down to the knee wall, and then we'll have to reinforce them. So it will have tons of support when we drill down into them with our balusters. So before I add in the framing for this side of the stairs right here, I was looking at this whole section and I was like, it just looks off. So I pulled out my laser and lined it up with that wall over there, and they're completely off. This wall right here is set further back than that back wall over there. So what I did was add some blocking right here, and then I'm gonna add another stud to try to get them more at the same place. And then we can add our framing inside of this wall.
I ended up switching out this board because the one I'm using here was not completely straight. But then I went in with these 2x4s to frame out this knee wall, and I found it super helpful to put a screw in the board and then kind of place it, and then I was able to take that screw and like pull it up or push it down exactly where I need it to be and kind of hammer it in a little bit. So I'm just reinforcing this because this is what's actually going to hold our balusters and keep them secure. So I needed some support all the way down the slope of the stairs. It's really important that I check that this end piece is super level because that is what our newel posts are going to be screwed into, and I want to make sure that those are completely level because it's going to look really strange if I add the railing and everything and the newel posts at the end are kind of sticking off in different directions. And now on to my least favorite part of this project, my least favorite part of any project I do that involves drywall. I don't know about you guys, but I hate doing drywall because when I sand it, it just gets everywhere. It's like impossible to clean up. It's just not my favorite part of renovation. I much prefer to either demo or rebuild things.
Okay, we've got the drywall up, and the next step is, so all the corners in this house are rounded, which I really like, but in order to mimic that look right here, I'm using this vinyl corner bead. It goes like this, and you screw it in, and then mud over all of that. Now, ideally, I would want one that's like completely solid instead of these little tabs, because these are for more like if you have an arch, because they can stretch. But Lowe's was out of the other kind, and so I'm just working with what I have. So I'm going to screw this in, and then it's going to take a few coats of mud, and then we're going to texture, and hopefully everything blends right in. Okay, the drywall and the texturing is done. You can see the spray texture. I'm hoping it matches up with the rest of the wall. Also, do not let those previous clips fool you. It took way longer than that. It actually took a couple days to get all of this drywall done because I had to wait for it to dry. It took forever. Then I had to sand it. And like, drywall is one of my least favorite things to do, but it needs to be done because I didn't just want to go in there and paint and then it would be very obvious where I touched up.
The only thing I ever wanted starts with us taking the chance. Not like anything we've done before. Yeah. Now it's time for something better, and time for us to follow our dreams. No, we can't stay no more. Come run away. Don't be afraid. We'll be okay. And I know it's the right thing to do. Let's break away.
Anytime you have fresh drywall, it really should be primed, especially on a bigger area like I have here that kind of wraps around this wall. So I'm going in first with a brush and just priming everything and then letting that dry for a couple of hours, and then I will come back in with my actual wall color on a roller so I can match the texture that's already there, and then hopefully everything blends in and it looks like the house was built like this.
It's always mixed emotions. The first step is always hard when you walk out of the doorway, but that's just the place to start. The only thing I ever wanted starts with us taking the chance. Not like anything we've done before. Yeah. Now it's time for something better, and time for us to follow our dreams. No, we can't stay no more. Come run away. Don't be afraid. We'll be okay. And I know it's the right thing to do. Let's break away. All colors will fade. Let's go our own way. Now's the time to decide what to do, and I'll stand by you. By you. things go. Is this our destiny?
Okay, everything is all primed and painted. And you can't tell where we cut this. And it looks good. This is where we're gonna stop for today's video. We still have so much more to do on the stairs. We have to do the handrail and the posts, and that's just on the sides. We haven't even started on the actual stairs themselves. So make sure that you're subscribed because you do not want to miss the full transformation of this staircase. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye!